Unfortunately, with courses, a lot of people are overselling them and under delivering. They sell it as this magic formula that as soon as you apply it, you're gonna be making you're gonna be an ATM. Your business is gonna be taking money out and printing it for you. And it's not like that. Good morning, New York. Good morning, world. Good morning, YouTube. It's 7:53 a.m. here. Good morning, good afternoon. How you doing? Good evening. Thank you again for coming back to my video. I really appreciate you. For today's video, you're gonna have to excuse me. I'm a little bit sick, so my voice is gonna sound a little weird, a little nasally, but I'm here still for you. And today's actually an interesting topic. Today we're gonna talk about, should you buy an Amazon course? Let's find out. Should you buy an Amazon course? The answer really is, it depends. It depends on you. It depends on how much money you have. It depends on what type of course you want to buy. It depends who you're buying the course from. It depends on the cost of the course. It depends on a bunch of different things. Unfortunately, with courses, a lot of people are overselling them and under delivering. They sell it as this magic formula that as soon as you apply it, you're gonna be making you're gonna be an ATM. Your business is gonna be taking money out and printing it for you. And it's not like that. Really, when you start these types of businesses, a course is just the outline, the map for you of a place where it's gonna take you from point A to point B, but it's not gonna take you all the way to Z, to where you want to be with bringing in the money. You have to put in a lot of work. And I don't like that a lot of courses make it seem like it's just, you just buy their course, you do a couple things, and then you're rich. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. That if you have that mentality with courses, don't buy a course. You're just going to be spending your money. And you know what? Courses are expensive. That brings me to my second point, which is the price of these courses. Courses can go for $4.97, $9.97, $13.97, or you can be like someone I know who once spent $15,000 for one. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, don't judge me. With the expensive course comes a lot of people with low budgets. There's a lot of people who have low budgets and they're eager to learn. They want to start doing something, and they're sold on the, I'm gonna make $1 million a month for $500 with $500 down, and all I gotta do is buy a course for $12.97. It's not like that. Usually with these online businesses, it takes money to make money. When you're buying a course or when you're thinking about buying a course, consider your budget. Consider, alright, how much money do I have? For example, if you have $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000, what does it really make sense for you to go and spend $1,000 of it on a course? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do have $1,000 or $2,000, and for the business model that you want to do, that makes perfect sense. Maybe you're doing arbitrage and you want to just learn how to do it, and you have $1,000 for inventory. Sure, yeah, that makes sense. But if you're down to your last $1,000, it does not make sense for you to go buy a $1,000 course. You're gonna have to go hop on YouTube University like you are right now and start working and hustling and trying to find a few things and just really try to get that capital up a little bit, even if you go ahead and buy a course afterwards. This leads me to another thing. Are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing? Courses, like I said earlier, are just an outline. It's a map. It's a guide. It's not an end-all, be-all. It's not going to take you from A to Z, but it'll guide you to what you want and give you opportunities and open the doors for you. But in order for you to actually get to those destinations, you're going to have to do some walking. You're going to have to do some legwork. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to hustle. You're going to have to learn things about yourself and be proactive and actually just do a lot of things. Are you ready to do that? Do you have the time to do that? Are you committed to doing that? Otherwise, no, you should not buy a course. You're just spending money, wasting money. You're literally wasting money. Again, Courses are not a magic formula that are gonna freaking just turn your business into an ATM. You have to hustle and you have to turn it into what you want from it. So it all starts up here with what you want. What is the outcome you want from the course that you're potentially looking to get? I know I made a few points, so let's hop into a few pros and cons of the course. So pros are, number one, you'll save time because you have a guide. You know, sometimes hopping on YouTube, it'll take you everywhere. It won't really give you a direct path that you should follow, nor one person that you should follow. So it can get very, very cloudy very quickly. It can get confusing. So when you do buy a course from a person that you know, that you like, and you trust them, because they have some sort of proof or they just seem genuine to you, anything like that, once you have that course, you will save time because you're gonna follow in someone else's footsteps. Number two, usually when you buy a course, you're gonna get a group of you're gonna get access to a Facebook group. These Facebook groups, they're gold. They're literally gold. Why? Because anytime you have a question, you just hop it up, you ask it on a Facebook group, and there you go. You have a few people, maybe whether it's the coach, whether it's other sellers, other people who are new, anything. You have a bunch of people in different levels of the business with different perspectives who are there who can answer your question. Don't expect everyone to answer your question, because sometimes I'm in groups with thousands of members and sometimes my questions don't get answered. Don't expect it, but I would say like 80 to 90% of the time your questions will be answered. Back to the community thing. There in these communities, you can always find people who are getting their first sale, launching their first product. They're doing big things, who are someone who just scaled their business. So these are sources and hubs of just success and positivity, which are motivating and needed when you are, especially in the beginning phase, when you're buying a course. By the way, link in the description below. Sign up to my Facebook group. I'm there personally every single time. You guys know me. You guys like me. I'm here for you. Another pro is you'll have an exact guideline. You'll have a map. So when you're on YouTube, you're usually hopping around to see a few different people, and you like a few different people, and you want to follow a few different courses. But you know that when you're following a few different things, you're going to get confused because everyone does things for different reasons. So you have to find the ones that most align with the reasons that you want to do. And then once you choose them, you just follow that course. It's easy, man. It's not easy, but it's clear. There's still going to be a lot of things that you need to figure out, but you have a guide, a map that's pointing you in the right way. So I guess that's very similar to my first one, but I guess it's really important. That's the most important thing, where you're not spending time in things that are just not necessary or not important to you.
Now let's get over to the cons.
Con number one. Usually these courses, they're oversold. Like they will tell you,
oh guys, buy my course. It'll have 5 lessons or 5 hours worth of content on this one topic, and then it'll be like kind of like a whole nother course right here. So you're getting 2 courses in one, and you'll get automation, and you'll get live 24/7 support and weekly coaching calls and blah blah.
They'll sell you freaking on everything. Everything. They will tell you that in 30 days you'll be making $15,000. They just so oversell it. They oversell it. And sometimes they talk about something that's kind of basic in Facebook in a community, like they'll talk about a Facebook community, right? But then they'll market it as
you're going to be involved in a small community with other sellers who are there to help you and see you succeed. And
let me just step back. Those things are true, but just remember that it's over marketed. Like they want to make it seem like gold. You guys have to be able to sometimes see between the lines and see past the marketing tactic and actually get to the core of what it is that they mean. Because it's very easy to make things sound pretty, but then another thing is actually having them be pretty. The second con is that you still have to figure out a lot of things by yourself. Like, they'll tell you how to do things or what you need to do, but sometimes there's no way to transmute that information that that's like, here's the knowledge and here's you. Sometimes it's hard to bridge those gaps, because in theory things should work, but like you're not getting it, or it doesn't apply to you. So you still have to figure out how you could bridge them together. And no one really talks about that, but it's true. There's a lot of things that you're gonna have to overcome and work on, and just like kind of get over these obstacles that like you didn't even know were gonna be obstacles. For example, figuring out stuff about taxes, figuring out how to incorporate, if you should incorporate, all those sorts of things. Like a lot of tax and legal advice you're gonna have to figure out. Other smaller things is back to mindset. A lot of people are going to tell you the best strategies, but sometimes the best financial strategies or the best tactics to use aren't necessarily the best for you. So you're going to have to do a lot of bridging, a lot of taking their ideas, shaping them to your life. 3, my final con is that these courses, they're just expensive. I understand that they're very valuable, and another concept that I learned is those who pay attention, but they're expensive. Honestly, sometimes paying $9.97 for a course, or $1,300, $2,000, $3,000. That's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, and everyone needs to make a living, but that's just a con. It is a lot of money to invest. So guys, today's video is gonna be a little bit of a shorter one. Like I said, I'm really sick, but I just want to wrap up and talk about the few main points that I wanted to make. The pros, you're going to save some time. You're going to learn from those who already did it. You're going to be plugged into communities that are going to be there to help you. You're really going to have that overall outline of what you need to do. The cons are that they're 1, they're expensive. 2, they're kind of oversold a lot of the time. And 3 is that they don't tell you everything that you got to figure out. But that's not their fault. It's just how it is. There's a few other things that I want you guys to remember before you buy a course or after you buy a course. Is number 1, remember to set realistic expectations for yourself. You're not going to make $1 million with $500 that you invested this month. You're just not. So you have to learn how to set those realistic expectations. You're not going to become a millionaire in 3 months unless you're spending millions and millions of dollars on inventory. It's just how it works. It's just not going to happen like that. I'm not saying that these businesses don't work. They absolutely do. However, a lot of us come in with these unrealistic expectations of what we want to happen and how we want them to happen and how fast we want them to happen. Another thing, remember to give yourself enough money to invest. Whether it's private label and you're going to be buying inventory from China, remember you're going to need a few $1,000s. Whether it's arbitrage, you're going to need some money to start. Remember to give yourself enough money for expenses that you're going to accrue over the month and investments that you're going to make in inventory or in software and all these sorts of things. You need money to make money here. So remember to leave yourself a good budget. Remember, there are courses that meet your specific needs. Usually there are. For example, if you want to learn how to use tactical arbitrage, there's a course on how you can use tactical arbitrage. So you don't need to get a whole Amazon beginners course, because most of them are beginners courses. You don't need to get one of those to learn how to do tactical arbitrage. You can just go find tactical arbitrage. Or another example is, if you want to do automation, there's going to be a course on how you can learn how to automate your business. So you don't need to go learn, and here's the thing, gurus, they might market their beginner's course as, oh, and we're going to add the beginner's bonus or the automation bonus video. But no, if you want automation, you should target an automation only course. So target a course that's going to cater your needs. So find out what your needs are. If it is a beginner course, go ahead and buy any beginner's course. But if you need some more at medium to advanced strategies, you're going to have to go get more specific in the course that you buy. This way you'll make the most bang for your buck, really. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching my video. I know that you guys can do this. Make the smart decision. Buy the course or don't buy a course. Just make sense. Do what works for you. Do what works in your head. If you do want to buy a course, hallelujah. I wish you the best of luck. Let me know how I can help. If you don't want to buy a course, let me know how I can help. I'm here for you guys. I make these videos to try to provide content for you. So just let me know how I can help. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment if you have any questions. Comment if you just want to say hey. Don't be afraid. I'm not a jerk. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this stuff. And don't forget to join my Facebook group. I'm going to put a link in the description below. I like hanging out there. If you want to do like a one-on-one conversation, just hit me up. I'm available. Let me know, guys. Have a great day, and hopefully I'm going to go get some like Dayquil or something like that for this cold. Have a great one.